It's a Monday. We appreciate you tuning in. How you doing there, beautiful?
I am fantastic. And yourself?
Fabulous, fabulous. Hey, new research suggests that deprivation of an amino acid called arginine, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think I am, might contribute to Alzheimer's disease. According to Time magazine, that finding could help usher in new treatment strategies for patients suffering from the debilitating illness. According to the story, a team at Duke University focusing on the immune system found that cells designed to protect the brain from infection will uncharacteristically consume arginine, or however you say this stuff, during the early stages of Alzheimer's. They say further tests are needed to find a better way to block the arginine consumption of the process. But it's kind of exciting that they are finding some sort of thing with this new research that might be what's leading to that. My grandmother had Alzheimer's. It's a very sad thing to witness somebody go through because for us, when I was a little kid, we would go in to visit her, and she had no idea who we were. She thought we were my uncles that were several, 30 years older than us. So.
Right.
So for those of you who've gone through that or have somebody in your family, you know that it's an interesting thing, and I just never understood it. But they're saying it could have something to do with this thing called arginine, or I don't know. Here, I'm going to spell it. You tell me how you would say it. Arginine. Arginine?
That's
Arginine? Arginine?
I don't know.
You heard it here first, folks. Whether it's right or wrong.
No, that would be interesting if there was some sort of something like proof that this is working. No, we just read a story like maybe they don't know. We're gonna check into it.
They think they found the answer. All right, thank you. Earl's working on it. Get back to me when you know.
Thanks, Charlie.
Earl. Thanks. All right. Hey, thank you so much for listening. It is a Monday. We appreciate you tuning in.
This segment of the program is brought to you by RVWheelator.com. If you want to buy an RV, check it out. And if you want to sell an RV, check it out. Helping connect buyers and sellers at RVWheelator.com.
You ever have things that just make you wonder?
Oh, yes.
Like you just think, how do they do that?
Yeah.
Something that I've always wondered, how do they make mirrors? Think about that. When you look into a mirror, you see this perfect reflection back. Now, I've seen, like, when you look into glass that's been tinted, you can see back. But mirrors, have you ever wondered what makes a mirror work?
Not really.
Well, for those of you who have, I got the answer for you here. If you like looking in a mirror, or even if you don't, they've been around for a long time, since ancient Egypt, when people used shiny metal to bring themselves face to face with their own face. People have been looking into mirrors. Commercial glass mirrors were produced in the 16th century in Venice. It was the Renaissance. And realistic portraits came into vogue, and literature and philosophy were suddenly emphasizing the individual. The mirror glass was backed by a mixture of mercury and tin. That's what they used to use, mercury and tin on the back of a mirror. And then a chemically treated silver ammonia compound has replaced it. So that's what's back there now. So if you've ever looked into the mirror, maybe you did this morning while you were, brushing your teeth or shaving or whatever you do when you look into a mirror, putting makeup on, maybe that's what you were looking. But when you were looking in there, if you ever wonder what you're looking at, you're seeing the reflection of yourself, but you're looking at some sort of combination of silver and ammonia. Huh. What if there's enough silver there to like scrape it off and sell it for silver?
I'm sure there's not.
Probably not.
But if most people are as kind of rushing around the house in the morning as I am, probably not staring longingly into your mirror wondering, I wonder how they made that.
I usually wonder while I'm brushing my teeth. I'm like, I wonder what they... And I don't know why I look in the mirror when I'm brushing my teeth, because I don't really need to look in the mirror while I'm brushing my teeth, just kind of staring at myself like, hey, how you doing? I'm not sure what else I should be doing right now. I wish there was something else I could do while I'm brushing my teeth. You know how long you're supposed to brush your teeth?
You're supposed to sing the alphabet twice.
No, that's not enough unless you sing it really slow. I read a thing like, I don't know, a month ago. It says you're supposed to brush your teeth for almost 3 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah, I was always told by my dentist, you sing the alphabet twice.
Well, he's very well known for singing very slowly, though.
My dentist is known for singing.
Yeah, he's a very slow singer.
I did not know that about Matt Kravachka.
No, that's not. No, not Dr. Matt. He's a good singer. I'm talking about your dentist when you were a kid. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, I'll move on. Thank you so much for listening. It is a Monday, and we appreciate you joining us.
This portion of the program is brought to you by WinThisOnline.com. If you have stuff you'd like to give away, do it for free. check out the website winthisonline.com. It's also free to win stuff. Register today for your free account at winthisonline.com.
Thank you for listening on a Monday. A woman allegedly used forged documents to pose as an estate lawyer for a decade.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she made partner at her Pennsylvania law firm before her fraud was discovered. Kimberly Kitchen has been charged with forgery, unauthorized practice of law, and felony records tampering. Prosecutors say Kitchen fooled BMZ Law by forging a law license, a bar exam results page, also an email showing that she attended law school, and a check for a state's attorney registration fee. Kitchen handled estate planning for more than 30 clients despite never having attended law school.
But she must have done fine. I mean, if she was doing well enough to make partner, who cares if she had the degree? She knew what she was doing.
You still need to know what, you need to have the degree. You need to have the training.
Why?
Because
she clearly had it. She clearly knew what she was doing, or she wouldn't have lasted as long as she did.
No, she was probably,
So what do you need the education for?
She was probably just like, they're asking her questions, and while they're asking, she's typing it into her tablet, Googling it.
I don't think she was Googling it. I sincerely doubt
that's exactly what she was doing.
You don't make partner that way.
They're like, so do I have a case here? And she's like, that's a great question.
Let me check into that and I'll get back to you.
I'm just going to confirm my notes here. You were saying, can you, what was it again? Yes.
I don't think that's probably what she was doing.
Well, according to this statute right here, I'm trying to think of a Larson versus the state of Montana.
Yeah, you couldn't have gotten away with it and made partner, just so you know.
You're saying I would have never made partner? Because I can't use my thumbs quick enough. I'm over there. Well, I don't know that, but I do have a good recipe here for some apple fritters. That's not what you asked? Okay, well, we'll move on. All right, yeah, she made partner. Again, this was in Pennsylvania. Very interesting. Kimberly Kitchen. You can check it out if you want to Google that, if you're good with your thumbs. Or you can find a nice apple fritter recipe on my Facebook page. All right, thanks for listening on a Monday.
This portion of the program brought to you by DirecTV. Sign up today at 1-800-259-7646. That's 1-800-259-7646.
And it's time right now for the scoop of the day. Are you ready, Heidi?
I am ready.
We'll start in Florida, where a robbery suspect arrived at a bank drunk. He was coming to rob the bank, and he was drunk. Stanley Getty got out of the taxi cab to go into the Central City Bank. He owed $25.50. He told the driver, "I'll take care of you when I come out." That's usually not a good sign. Getty then walked into the bank and asked to speak to a manager. They went and sat in the office, and Getty says, "I'm here to rob the bank." Told the manager, "I've got a .357 and some C4 plastic explosives, and I'm going to blow this place up unless you give me $100,000. Witnesses told the police that Getty seemed drunk during his alleged bank robbery by taxi and did not get the dough. So let that be a lesson to you. Now, over here, a 4-year-old girl grabbed her purple raincoat and slipped out of her house at 3 a.m.
I heard about this.
That was Friday morning. Boarded a Philadelphia bus.
Slushy.
Driver Harlan Jennifer says the girl climbed into the seat as she chanted, "All I want is a slushie." Authorities say the girl's family didn't know that she had woken up and unlocked the back door. The bus driver, a father of 3, stopped the bus and called the police. They took the girl to the hospital where she was reunited with her mother. Why would they have gone to the hospital?
I don't know.
Maybe she worked at the hospital. That could be.
Maybe
I don't know
that
why.
could be. Maybe the mom was.
All right. According to a head of a House committee investigation of the terrorist attacks in Benghazi, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton decided to wipe her server clean and permanently delete all emails from her personal server.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We knew that.
Wonder what's going on over there. Well, but now they're actually officially saying that.
Well, duh.
New evidence shows that drinking is bad for your image, even if you don't open your mouth. According to a paper from the University of Michigan's Scott Rick and the University of Pennsylvania's Maurice Schweitzer, just holding a glass of alcohol makes you look stupid, according to them.
Scott doesn't know what the heck he's talking
Come on, Scott and Maurice. Just holding a glass of alcohol makes you look stupid. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, whether you're drinking beer or wine. It doesn't matter. If people see you are drinking, they think you're dumber than you otherwise appear.
I disagree.
Well, this is according to real hard research from the University of Michigan and the University of Pennsylvania. So how could they be wrong and you be right?
Oh,
I'm just
please.
asking.
Are you kidding me?
No, I wanted to hear what your thoughts were on that. Here, now, I will say this. I think a lot of it has to do with many things other than what you're holding in your hand.
Right.
Because if you're standing there and you look very intelligent and you're holding a glass of wine, to me, that's not going to make you look stupid.
Right.
Now, if you look like you just fell out of a third-story window into a bunch of bushes, whether you're holding a bottle of Jack Daniels in your hand,
A bottle of Jack
I'm just saying,
Daniels.
you're not going to look all that bright no matter what. So I really would like to see what type of research they put into this. But, if they're doing this on a college campus, I really doubt they had some man in an ascot holding a little...
A sniffer of scotch.
Yes, I couldn't think of the word sniffer. I was going to say a Swiffer. If he was holding a Swiffer full of scotch, he probably did look pretty stupid. What are you doing with that Swiffer? Putting some scotch in here. You're doing it all wrong.
You look stupid.
You look so stupid. That is clearly what they were doing. All right. This has been your enlightening scoop of the day.
This portion of the program is brought to you by We Need Sponsors.
Hey, wait a minute. All right. I'll let you finish.
If my husband would go out and sell some advertising, I would have something to read here. Again, this portion of the program is brought to you by We Need Some Freaking Sponsors.
Today is a very special day, Heidi.
What is today, John?
Today is the 27th of April. It is several different things. First of all, only 243 shopping days until Christmas. Did you know that? Did you know that? 243.
No, and I haven't even started.
Now you better start.
I better start.
Today is Learn to Make an Apricot Cream Pie Day.
Oh.
So we can learn that. Today is also Write an Old Friend Day. Now, I want to make sure I clarify. It is write an old friend, like somebody that you knew a while back, not just an old person that's a friend. Because if you're going to write an old friend... Well, I don't want people getting it wrong and writing to old people they know. They're like, I had to send you a letter today.
I think even old people would love to get a letter.
And if they're really old, don't email them because they probably don't have that. So then you would want to write an old friend, probably more so than text or email. Natural Law Day, National Hairball Awareness Day.
All right.
So become aware of hairballs. Also, Morse Code Day. Montanza's Mule Day, Babe Ruth Day, and it is the beginning of Canada-U.S. Goodwill Week.
That's nice.
So all this week, we're going to play music from Canadians.
Do we have? Well, yeah, we got a lot from
Loverboy,
Canadians. Yeah.
Honeymoons, we play it every week.
We can. Let's do that.
We play it every week, but hey, we're going to make it seem special this week.
It's Canadian. It's
It
Canada
is
Week.
Canadian-U.S. Goodwill Week. So we'll be doing that. There's a lot of stuff.
There is.
My other calendar that I use only shows me one of those. I don't even know which one it is. Should I look and see? I don't even care because this has got like 12
this is a better
things.
calendar.
Yeah, I'm like 12 things. Pretty good odds of getting at least one of them right. So, get out there and celebrate as you wish with an apricot cream pie. That's the best one. On the whole list, write an old friend, mention Babe Ruth, and be sure to make an apricot cream pie. You are all set for today.
There you go.
Duly celebrated.
This portion of the program brought to you by BillionAuto.com. If you're looking to buy a car, they have a bunch of them. Maybe 1 billion. No guarantees on that. But I will guarantee you'll find a lot of cars at BillionAuto.com.
British researchers say missing DNA may be to blame for severe obesity in some children. A study on 300 obese children found evidence that the lack of certain chunks of DNA may be promoting extreme weight gain. You would think that it would be extra DNA would cause extreme weight gain.
How do you miss DNA?
I don't know.
They have a lot of inbreeding going on?
Chunks of DNA that are missing. They're like, there's nothing here. What should we fill in there? I don't know. How about some fat cells? Fill it in with that. I have no clue. I don't know how it works. I am not the guy that did the study. I am obese, and I don't feel like I'm lacking any DNA right now. So I feel like I got...
Well, for us, it's just because of
I got too much
control our freaking...
I got a little too much DNA. I'm trying to get rid of some of this DNA.
You don't have too much DNA. It has
I do
nothing
too.
to do with DNA.
Mainly right here. I was trying to buckle these pants this morning, and I was like, if I could only get some of this DNA out of the way. I got it. Then I zipped everything up, and I'm good. The only problem is, later when I take these pants off, that button, if that thing would break, it would ricochet across the room and hit the other wall.
Wow.
Way too much tension because I have too much DNA, Heidi. That's
Yes.
what. If I read this study wrong, and I'm sure I did. It is a Monday. Coming up, we're going to talk about aspirin. So if that's giving you a headache, stick around. It's on the way.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club.
I use their razors, and I absolutely love them. And if you would like to try some razors and get a little special discount and get me a little extra credit, check out dollarshaveclub.com/BigJohnSmall. I love their razors. I use them all the time.
I've tried to use them. He won't let me touch them.
Yeah, leave my razors alone. Get your own razors. They're dirt cheap. Go check them out. dollarshaveclub.com/BigJohnSmall, and you're going to absolutely love them.
Again, this portion of the program brought to you by the Dollar Shave Club.
Do you like aspirin, Heidi?
Yeah, I don't take it very often, but when I need to.
Now, do we take aspirin or do we
usually
take
take
Advil, ibuprofen, Bayer? Are these all different things?
Ibuprofen or Aleve is what we usually get, yes.
I'm going to have to call and talk to Dr. Tom and ask him what I'm supposed to take for this, because listen to this story. Taking low doses of aspirin can reduce the risk of many kinds of cancer. And the evidence is strong enough to suggest that people over 40, that would be you and soon to be me, should take aspirin daily as a protective device or a protective measure, not device.
Yeah, I probably won't do that.
According to some experts, while taking aspirin carries a small risk of stomach bleeding. Oh, that's not good. Should I keep reading even?
Scratch all that.
That risk. I'm really going to have to ask. That risk was beginning to be drowned out by the benefits in reducing the risk of cancer and the risk of heart attacks. Now, I know for years there have been commercials for Bayer that people where they're talking about heart attacks. Like if you're having a heart attack, you take Bayer. Was that in their commercials, or was that just a story that I was told?
No, that was in their commercials.
I was thinking so. All right. Yeah. And now they're saying that, hey, not only heart attacks, but it can also help you fight cancer.
I hate to swallow pills, though.
Well,
I always feel so sick.
Just mush them up and put them in your coffee.
Ew.
I don't know if that works or not, but I did want to see the look on your face. And thank you so much for following through. It's exactly what I was going for. I'm certainly not suggesting anybody really mush up your aspirin and put them in coffee. That doesn't sound good.
Have you ever just had one that stayed on your tongue a little too long? And
like I remember one time I had no water, none. And I thought, who needs water? I'm going to just swallow this thing anyway. So I threw 2 or 3 aspirin in my mouth. I had such a headache. Do I ever take aspirin?
You take aspirin quite a bit, actually. I
not
worry
anymore
about the number of headaches that you get.
But I'm saying I do now, but before I would never take aspirin. Remember that? Because you're like, just taking aspirin. I'm like, I don't need an aspirin. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you just struggle through it.
So now I actually do take aspirin. I don't know what I take. Whatever pills you give me. So it could be rat poison. I have no idea. Whatever it is. Stuff that she gives me. Then I have these headaches, clumps of hair falling out. I'm not sure.
My stomach is bleeding.
I've noticed that I've lost sight in my left eye. Whatever you're giving me is great stuff, though. But I have started taking aspirins anyway. So I've taken whatever it is, the Advils, the whatever they are. So the headaches are gone most of the time. But according to this story here, they are saying that if you take aspirin on a regular basis, it helps. What did it say? Reduce the risk of cancer and heart attacks. There we go. I'm getting a headache just thinking about all this. So I have to call and ask Dr. Tom, should I take, is it aspirin or Advil or ibuprofen or what are the other ones? Aleve?
Yeah, there's lots
all
of
these
options.
Different. So I have to find out which one's the right one. Consult a physician. Don't just take the advice that we give you. I know we sound extremely qualified. I mean, I know if you're driving down the road right now listening to this, you're probably going, well, these guys are probably doctors. We're not, believe it or not. We're not doctors. I have no medical degree of any kind. I know it probably sounds like I do. I would not take advice from me. But I did.
Partner.
I did take one time, I think how we got started on this, I took some aspirin without water, and when I threw them in my mouth and tried to just swallow them, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Don't ever do that. Because like you were saying, one stuck on your tongue. One was like stuck in my throat. I was walking around the house going, okay, where can I get water? I need some water. How about the sink? That'll work. So it did work. We're going to move on. Thank you so much for listening. It is a Monday, and we appreciate you joining us.
This segment of the program is brought to you by RVWheelator.com. If you want to buy an RV, check it out. And if you want to sell an RV, check it out. Helping connect buyers and sellers at RVWheelator.com.
Computers. Do you love computers? Or
do
you hate computers sometimes too?
Most of the time I love my computer.
Usually it's a love-hate relationship. Computers might be a necessity, but are they loved? Not so much. An online survey by the University of Maryland says 20% of respondents said they'd gotten so angry at a computer that they'd crashed it by throwing it to the floor. Like they got so mad at a computer, they threw it on the floor. That's not good. Dude shot one last week.
Yeah, I was going to say, a guy shot one last week.
Where was that? That was somewhere.
I don't know where it was.
It was in Denver or somewhere.
I don't know.
Anyway, it was in a city. He got a ticket for shooting his computer. So others admitted to cursing at their computer. I've never done. Okay.
Oh, yes, you have.
I probably have.
Daily. I work right next to you.
2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Was it right before we started talking?
I hate this effing computer.
I don't think I said that.
Yes, you did.
Can we
it's
roll
probably
tape?
on audio.
Can we roll tape back and see? No. We don't. Trust me, we don't want to roll tape back. The FCC would not like that. No, this computer is driving me crazy. So that's where I found this awesome story. It says others admitted to cursing and smashing it. Somebody even put their computer in the microwave. That's how mad they were. Mm-hmm. Well, now you ruined your computer and your microwave. Now who got the last laugh? One man said he'd thrown his laptop in a deep fryer. How mad do you have to be to throw it in a deep fryer? And there's at least 3 men now who have shot their computers with a gun. That's how mad they got at their computer. Here's the thing. If you get that upset at your computer, so upset that you need to shoot it, you might have anger issues. I don't know for sure.
I would say you definitely have anger issues.
I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I don't know you. But if you're shooting things because you're mad, you might want to just, lay low for a while. Get out in the country. Get some fresh air. Something. Oh, get away from your computer for sure. But that is from the University of Maryland with their online survey. 20% of respondents said they've gotten angry at their computer. And this just in, 80% of respondents are big fat liars because you've all been mad at your computer at least once. Seriously? Who can take a survey and say, I've never been upset with my computer?
Never happened.
Never ever
happened.
Technology always works for me. Mm-hmm. I can't make my phone work. I don't know what half of the stuff does. And I just got a different vehicle that has that sync.
Oh, I know, and now your vehicle. And you're driving down the road trying to figure it out instead of figuring out in the driveway before you drive away. Big mistake.
I'm not trying to figure it out. I was driving down the road. I was like, "What is this thing doing here? What am I trying to?"
Yeah, you're fiddling with stuff.
I'm done.
Should be concentrating.
I'm gonna give you the manual.
And then you're like, I'm going to change the colors on the cup holders. Do you like this color or this? I'm like, drive the car. You can do this when we get in the driveway.
Here's the thing I noticed while we were sitting in the lot. I was pushing the button really fast. It was like a disco. I was doing it to the beat of the music. It was like, dooch, 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 dooch.
Is that what you were doing while we were all standing outside in the cold waiting for you to show up?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, what color do I like the best? Oh, hey, it's red, it's yellow, it's green, it's blue. Ooh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. My family's over there. I should go pick them up now. All right. Thank you so much for listening on a Monday. I wish we were making some of this stuff up, but it's not. It's all true. Every last word of it is absolutely true.
This portion of the program is brought to you by WinThisOnline.com. If you have stuff you'd like to give away, do it for free. Check out the website WinThisOnline.com. It's also free to win stuff. Register today for your free account at WinThisOnline.com.
An ill-advised trip on a golf cart ended with a long drive into a rough spot when a blind man, accompanied by his guide dog, steered the vehicle along 2 miles of winding paths in Peachtree City, Georgia.
What's that? A blind man was driving a car?
A golf cart.
Oh, golf cart. What was he doing on a golf cart?
He was probably golfing.
But he shouldn't be driving a golf cart.
Well, Peachtree City, about 25 miles south of Atlanta, has about 80 miles of paved cart paths and 9,000 registered carts that residents use for daily tasks, like going for groceries or taking kids to the school. It was never intended to be used by blind people driving golf carts. I mean, who would have created paths just for that? Police say, in addition, he was also drunk. Drunk friend
Michael
explains
it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was his friend that was drunk. They say his drunk friend, Michael Johnson, gave instructions to the blind man, Samuel McLean, to enable him to negotiate the twists and turns of the paved path.
Oh, that's a little better.
Also riding in the cart was McLean's guide dog, a golden retriever. The journey came to a sudden end when McLean rammed into a parked car. So
I don't know which is worse.
Seeing guide dog should have told him to move to steer to the right or the left.
I mean, I don't know which would be worse. The drunk guy just driving the cart himself or the drunk guy giving directions to the blind guy. I mean, how did he think that was going to be a better option? He should have just driven the cart himself.
Sam, you're going to have to drive. I can't. I've had a little
I'm too drunk to drive.
Take the wheel. You brought your dog,
Don't
right?
worry, I got this. I'll tell you where to go.
In his defense, he had his seeing eye dog with him. Maybe he should have taken the wheel. This is just a ridiculous story. It's in Peachtree City, Georgia. I'm going to have to Google that and see if I can find more details on it.
This portion of the program brought to you by DirecTV. Sign up today at 1-800-259-7646. That's 1-800-259-7646.
A 90-year-old woman was released after accidentally getting herself locked into a bank's vault overnight.
Oh.
Yeah, talk about an overnight deposit. Eek. Police called off their search for a woman after bank staff found her when they arrived for work. They say the woman was in good condition when she emerged from the vault. It appears she was inside looking at the contents of her safety deposit box when the staff accidentally closed the door at the end of their business day. They didn't know she was in there.
Poor thing.
She was just a little thing, hiding behind a bag of money. I don't know what she was doing in there. But she was inside, and they didn't know she was inside. She's apparently being quiet, not in there going, I'm in the money, digging through my stuff here. So they didn't know she was in there. They closed it up. They locked up, and everybody left for the day. That would not be a nice way to spend the evening.
Oh.
But I do have some good news. Can we go on to something good?
Sure.
For those of you who go to church, good news. There's a study that shows people who attend church regularly live 10% longer than those who've never attended services.
That's nice.
The life expectancy for regular churchgoers is 82 and 83 for those who attend more than once a week. Oh, the 83 is for people who attend more than once a week. Non-churchgoers live an average of only 75 years. So there you go.
But if you go once a week, that's a regular...
Yeah.
Once
a week.
More than once a week, you're going to live to. So how
No,
old?
no.
How old do you live if you only go once?
Once a week is 82. More than once a week is 83. If you don't go, 75.
Okay.
So there you go. I think the way that I read it could have been a little bit, I don't know, redonkulous because I read it wrong. So, but it was correct. There you go. So go to church. You'll live a little longer. I'm going to share that next hour. I've got some fun stuff. We'll get to that next hour. It is a great day to be listening to this program. I mean, I have
every day is a great day to listen.
But
to
look at
this
this. I have a plethora of wonderful things to talk about.
You do.
And it's good stuff. We're going to chat about all this here coming up. Thank you so much for listening on a Monday.
This portion of the program is brought to you by We Need Sponsors.
Hey, wait a minute. All right. I'll let you finish.
If my husband would go out and sell some advertising, I would have something to read here. Again, this portion of the program is brought to you by We Need Some Freaking Sponsors.
Interesting story here from Michigan. A Michigan man says he went to a McDonald's and he got a shake that wasn't quite right. And when he complained to the employees at the Detroit McDonald's that his milkshake was watery, they beat him up.
Imagine that, not in Detroit.
He's now suing the hamburger giant and franchise owner.
Rightfully so.
The $100 million lawsuit.
Well,
that might be a bit
now
much.
that's a bit much.
But here's what happened. Here's why. And I think I am still on his side, even though that sounds like a lot. The $100 million lawsuit says that Alfred Pointer and his wife Tijuana went to the drive-up and they ordered several items, including a milkshake. Pointer complained, my milkshake is really watery. And he was instructed to park his car and enter the restaurant. The suit then says that the manager and several workers started beating him up. And his wife saw this and came inside to intervene. She was also beaten up. Now, here's the part that I think, really is the worst part. Pointer says as a result of the beating, he's suffered partial blindness. So he's lost sight in one of his eyes.
Whoa!
They beat him. So this wasn't just like a little smack. This was I'm not saying that they, if they'd have smacked him around a little bit, it would have been okay. But this was a bad beating.
Whoa!
I think they should probably maybe consider quit using the phrase "you deserve a break today" because if you're just trying to do what they said, I was trying to break his jaw. What are you talking about?
Gosh.
So yeah, in Michigan, true story, a man at McDonald's got a watery shake. And he got a smackdown by the people there.
That is not okay.
No, that's not good. And it's got to be true because I read it on the internet. So I hope it's not. Wouldn't it be great if that wasn't true? That would be really good to find out that was not true.
This portion of the program brought to you by BillionAuto.com. If you're looking to buy a car, they have a bunch of them. Maybe 1 billion. No guarantees on that. But I will guarantee you'll find a lot of cars at billionauto.com.
What movie would you say you have seen the most? Like, what movie have you watched more than any other movie?
I have 2.
Which ones?
A Fish Called Wanda.
How many times do you think you've watched it?
Oh, my goodness.
50?
I couldn't easily.
Easily. Okay. What's the other one?
And The Burbs.
Okay. What about Couples Retreat? You watch that every other day.
But I haven't seen that as many. I mean, those other 2 have been out since the 80s, so I've by far seen those movies way more than Couples Retreat.
Well, how many times? 20 times, folks? 50 times? 100 times? Well, one man has rented a Rambo movie to watch every night for the past 10 years. First of all, dude, buy the movie.
Exactly.
Why would you keep renting it?
Exactly. What an idiot.
Rudy Wozniak rents a movie every single day. A Rambo movie. He's been doing this for several years. Rudy has seen every one of the Rambo movies hundreds of times. He knows all of the dialogue by heart. In 1991, the bus driver won a VCR in a contest. His prize included a free movie rental per day for life.
Oh, well, okay, that's why he's renting it, because he doesn't need to own it.
Yeah. Rudy's wife...
That's still kind of funny.
Yeah, every day for the rest of his life. Rudy's wife left him 7 years ago.
I can't imagine why.
She says, I can't take it anymore. The video rental store offered to give him free copies of all the Rambo movies, but Rudy says, I enjoy dropping by the store every day after work. Has he ever considered renting something other than a Rambo movie? He said, no. He says,
okay.
The store mistakenly put one of Steve Martin's comedies in the box, but he put it in for 1 second and said, no,
this isn't what I
Rambo.
wanted to see.
He took it back. After 10 years of watching Rambo every night, 10 years, that's 3,650 viewings of Rambo.
I can't imagine why his wife left him.
Yeah, after 10 years.
What a selfish woman.
What? No kidding. Come on, lady. Start thinking of others for once. After 10 years of watching Rambo every night, Rudy says he still enjoys the action in the movie. And he says maybe he may one day write a fan letter to Stallone.
Maybe.
And when asked, why do you watch it so many times? He said, one of these days I'm going to find out what he's trying to say. He didn't really do that. That's my little bit on there. That's a lot of times.
That's a lot of
Now,
times.
I can tell you there are things that I've watched over and over and over and over. Back to the Future, I think, is probably the one I've watched more than anything else. I just absolutely
you watch
love
that one a lot.
And the thing is, I haven't watched it for almost a year now because you were making fun of me for a while there. And I was thinking maybe I had a problem. After reading his story, clearly I don't have a problem. He has the problem. But for me, if I have a day where there's nothing at all going on, I mean, I have no plans, which this never happens. But once in a while, I have one of these days where there's nothing. I don't have anything to do. I'm not helping anybody with some event that day. I'm not going anywhere. I've got nothing scheduled. I still wake up early. I can't help it. I try to sleep in, but it doesn't work, does it?
No.
It's very rare. If I do sleep in, maybe till 8 would be sleeping in. But I'll wake up early, and there are times that I'll say, I'm going to do a Back to the Future day. And I'll throw it in, and I'll watch them. And recently, I started watching them out of order because you only like the first one.
Yes.
I like the second one, third one as well. So I'll watch 2 and 3, and then when everybody else is up, I'll say, hey, I want to watch the first one. And usually the answer is no.
No.
But I'm like, well, at least if you guys want to watch, we'll watch the one you like the most. So how would you like it if I watched that every night?
Oh, my God, John. It
does not say how long they were married.
That would not go well.
Well, listen to this. Does not say how long they were married before this. But his wife... because he won this prize 10 years ago. 10 years. His wife left him 3 years ago. I'm not quick with math, but that's somewhere around like 3 years that she was married.
She was far more patient than I would
and she
be.
put up with this for 3 years.
Yeah.
What do you want to do tonight? Oh, I got big plans. I'm watching Rambo.
We're going to watch Rambo.
Can we?
No, we're not.
Can we please? But our son's getting married. I'd really like to go to the wedding. No. I got Rambo on the plans tonight. Oh, that's too bad. What are we doing? We got it on Sunday. We got to go to your mother's funeral. Sorry, I got Rambo.
No, we're going to watch Rambo.
I have plans, woman. What do you think? My life revolves around everyone else? I cannot even imagine watching the same movie every night. I thought I had a problem watching that one, Back to the Future, maybe 5 times a year, if even. That's probably even a bit much.
Yeah.
That was maybe 3 times a year.
I think we watch The Burbs a lot more than we watch Back to the Future.
You know,
but that one is one that never gets
Here's the
old.
thing. It's getting nice out, and we're gonna start watching movies outside again.
Mm-hmm.
That is every year. That's our inaugural outside movie.
Love it.
We watch a movie in our backyard, little projector, shoot it on the house, and we always that's every year.
Every year.
Have you
That's the
noticed
movie.
that's always the
It
first
is.
one?
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just seems right. Now we're going to have to start watching Rambo. All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. If you're here, we'll be here. I promise. I'll do my best. I'll even wear something nice. How's that sound?
Oh, that would be lovely.
All right.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club.
I use their razors, and I absolutely love them. And if you would like to try some razors and get a little special discount and get me a little extra credit, check out dollarshaveclub.com/BigJohnSmall. I love their razors. I use them all the time.
I've tried to use them. He won't let me touch them.
Yeah, leave my razors alone. Get your own razors. They're dirt cheap. Go check them out. dollarshaveclub.com/BigJohnSmall, and you're going to absolutely love them.
Again, this portion of the program brought to you by the Dollar Shave Club.